Hey everyone, welcome back to Filomena Jack Studio, the YouTube channel. We're very close to being half of 100 subscribers. Maybe this is the week we get to half 100 subscribers. That would be so great. I am back in New York City for a little while, and I'm making the most of my time, I think. I've been out plein air, drawing, painting, similar to what you see here. I've been taking advantage of Dick Blick art stores and the coupon I had. I just bought this new easel, this new travel easel so I can paint outside, and it does all of this kind of fun stuff. I have a time-lapse video of me putting it together, sort of like taking it out of the box, putting it together, so I'll drop that in at some point. But it's cool, this part here, I'm not sure if I can do it from where I'm sitting, but it will oscillate so that I can get it flat, because I often paint flat, because these, I use a lot of liquid acrylics and a lot of ink, so I really like to have a flat surface, so it's pretty cool. It's called the Julian. I got it at Blick. It was about $65, but then I had a 20% off coupon, so I used that. It's really lightweight. It comes with a bag that you can put over your shoulder. So back when I used to do a lot of photography, I know that there are certain places you can't set up a tripod. You can set up a monopod, which is just one leg. I'm not sure what the situation is going to be with this fella. Julian? Should we name him Julian? But I'm going to see. Until I get kicked out of somewhere, I'm just going to set up and just play dumb. I'm excited to see how it works. Oh look, the paint is already coming off. That's fine. I'm going to get paint on it anyway. So that's very exciting. I also bought a new liquid acrylic brand and color, which is all the way over there. We'll save it for another video. And what else did I got? A new sharpener for my pencils, because I've been using knives and that's dangerous. So good trip at Dick Blick, and sign up for their newsletter and they'll send you coupons and things. And I like them. They've always been good to me. So that's really cool. The next new thing I want to talk about is this cute book I got yesterday. So I am always working to push myself towards being able to paint and draw, sketch in a more realistic fashion. So I have a fine art degree in photography, and along the way, in order to get your degree, you have to take all the drawing classes, all the painting classes, all of it. And I struggled in my life drawing classes. The models would come in. I was actually so bad, and I've told this story before, that the teacher asked me if I was dyslexic, and as far as I know, I'm not major, I'm the normal dyslexic that we all are, switching numbers every once in a while. But no, I'm fine. So drawing realistically is still something I work on a lot. Every week I sketch in my books. You usually don't see these things. My new things, I'm sketching hands, and every day they're getting a little bit better. And I watch YouTube videos on how other people do it. You never have an excuse not to draw hands, people. You probably have a couple of them. Or you have friends that have hands. Or you can take pictures of your hand and draw your hand. So I'm sketching hands, so that my paintings, you won't see people just holding bouquets of flowers or have their hands behind their back, so I'm working on it. So my point is, I'm working towards drawing more realistically, at least for the exercise of it, even if it doesn't show up in my finished artwork, just for the exercise of it. But then I was in this Japanese type bookstore and gift store yesterday, and I saw this book. I'm pretty sure it may have been in the kids section. Cute drawings by Yooco Takashima 474 fun exercises to draw everything cuter. Hello, yes, I want to draw everything cuter, so it's like the opposite of trying to draw more realistic. In my brain, I was like thinking, well, yeah, I want to draw cuter. Like, screw that realistic stuff. I don't really believe that. I do think the exercise towards my stretch goals of learning more realism is important. But this is a really cute book. It says I can't. There's a disclaimer back here about no part of this book can be photographed. Blah blah blah. So inside there are cute sketches, and they start with people, which I think is interesting because I think people would maybe consider that less easy than some of the other projects in the book. They show it to you, then they have a place for you to trace it, which I think is brilliant, and then they give you a couple of boxes to practice on your own. And then they talk about, in the intro, about, now make it your own, which I think is brilliant, because I'm not trying to copy this beautiful artist's work. They're already doing their thing. I want to do my thing. I just like the pointers. And when I'm teaching other people, I think this is a good touchstone for me being able to express to other people. My super sweet nephew Liam the other day asked me, how do you draw a horse? And I yelled back to him, start with the number 11 and put some rectangles and triangles on it, and voila, we had a horse. So I'm loving this book. I'm loving it. So that's on my list to talk to you about. I accidentally walked past the Morgan Library and Museum here in New York City just as they were having a Wayne Thiebaud exhibit. I was freaking out. I was so excited. I didn't really know about Wayne until someone, I wish I remember who, said, oh, your paintings remind me of Wayne Thiebaud. And I may have said, oh, I know I said thank you, but I may have acted like I knew what they were talking about, but then I secretly went and I got all the information I could about this fella. He's amazing. New York painter and teacher. I could talk for a long time, but I won't. Anyway, I happened along just when they were having a solo exhibit of his work. I talked to fun people when I was at the exhibit. Hopefully we'll be friends on the internet. I just love, love, love his work. It's spelled Thiebaud. Thiebaud. Fantastic exhibit. There was also an exhibit of medieval monsters, which was really fun. I took some notes there as well. There was a narwhal horn, the unicorn of the sea. Pretty amazing. It's $20 to get in, and if I explain that I'm a teacher, so I got a discount for $13. It's a beautiful space. If you are able, it's 37th in Lexington, I think, or 37 in Madison. Go hang out there. It's really beautiful. It's $75 for a year subscription or membership, so I may ask Santa for that. So that was the next thing on my list I wanted to share with you. How many of you, raise your hands if you have at least started The Artist Way by Julia Cameron? You? Okay, so I know about this book. It's in the ether. If you're an artist or a creative person, along the way, someone's going to talk to you about this book. She is an actor and a teacher and a writer, Julia Cameron, out in California. And she has this exercise called morning pages. Like, you do them in the morning, not like while you're like having an emo morning moment. In the morning. She wants you to write longhand, not typed, people, 3 pages in the morning, like first thing you do. So wake up, go pee, and then grab your notebook and your pen. So I got this book like 90 cents at my Wegmans, and I've been doing it. So I'm on I completed up to page 8 so far, so 24 pages of handwritten. It's sort of a journal. It's a brain dump. It could be anything. I kind of thought I was running out of something to say one day, so I kind of wrote this story about a duck. I think it's cute. I like it so far. It's, again, just kind of a brain dump. Just before you touch your phone, before you touch your computer. So check out The Artist Way. There are other exercises that she has going on, art dates, having a community, so maybe doing these exercises with other people. Check it out. Okay. Oh, do you like my new shirt? Yeah. So there's another company I'm trying out. I love my Redbubble. I just had my 1-year anniversary. Yay! Thank you all to everyone who's adopted some art, and I'm really just so super grateful, and it's fun for me to create new designs that I think will look good on shirts and bags and things. There's one of my bags over there. But this is a different company. This is Vita, V-I-D-A. I'm just kind of trying them out, and I haven't talked a lot about it on any of my socials because I want to test the products. I want to see what's going on. They use silk, and they use some other products that I just don't want in my line because I'm vegan, and that means a lot to me that my products don't contain certain materials. What's so cool about Vita is that they work with small entrepreneurial companies, sometimes in other countries, to help bolster their economies. So this shirt I think was about $65-$70, so it's a higher price point than my Redbubble stuff, but this, honest to God, was handmade by a person. There's my tag is on the back with my name and the title of my piece. It's really beautiful stuff, and they have more men's stuff. They have ties, but again, I'm trying to make sure I use the linen fabrics, and I don't want to use the silk fabrics or the wool fabrics, so I'm still working it out. It takes a long time to get the products. Redbubble is pretty quick, a week or so, and you've got your thing. This took a number of weeks, maybe like 5 weeks. I was getting a little nervous, and I kept checking, and they're like, no, you've got this specific order, so this is how long it takes, because a person is making it who then gets paid a fair wage and then can help their families and, you know, all of those liberal things I want to happen in the world. So stay tuned. We'll see. It's beautiful. I love this blouse. We'll see. So talking about that, morning pages, Wayne Thiebaud. All right, we're 13 minutes in. That's enough. I'm gonna put that video of me putting this thing together. It was not the easiest, but not the hardest. Easier than IKEA, harder than some other IKEA stuff. I hope you're having a super great day. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being my art ally. I hope that you're doing something creative. And just remember, you are loved and you are awesome. Cheers.